What's up, you guys? Yes, I know it's been a while since I made a storytime video on my YouTube channel. I just been extremely busy with work. And speaking of work, when I was at work last night, well, not last night, but this morning, one of the co-workers, the train conductors where I work at, because I work around trains, well, we saw these young teenagers riding on one of the trains. Like, that's very dangerous. And I was telling one of the conductors, I say, yeah, I had crossed one of the trains when I was little. I had like jumped across the train because it was stopped like right in front of our house, and my mama beat my butt. And we just started talking about it, and so I was like, you know what? This brings me to a story time of what happened when I was little, when I crawled under the train and got a whooping for it. So that's what this story is going to be about. But take a look at this clip. Take a look at this stupid boy riding on one of the trains.
Got a bad place now. Got straight down.
See, look. I'm recording it.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
The wheel right there.
Did y'all see that idiot riding on one of the trains? He was young, but I was much younger back when I did it. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story of how it happened, of how it actually built up to me crawling underneath the train. So this is how it started off. Okay, so they used to have these big old mounds of dirt. And me and my cousin, we used to always have a rock fight. So we'll stand like across one of the dirt mounds from each other, and we'll just start throwing rocks at each other. But we didn't hit each other. But we used to see who can throw the rocks the furthest, and whoever gets hit with the rock, they lose. So we was just throwing the rocks, and then my cousin, which is his uncle, he say, y'all need to stop throwing them rocks at each other. Y'all need to stop playing around them rocks. Y'all gonna do something. Y'all might crack somebody's windshield. Y'all need to stop throwing rocks. And me and my cousin, we ain't gonna crack nobody's window. We ain't gonna crack nobody's windshield. So we just kept on playing and throwing rocks. And all of a sudden, I accidentally threw the rock and cracked this man's window. This man's car window. I cracked it. I was like, oh. My cousin said, you in trouble? I said, shh, don't say nothing. So we just started running. We said, oh, no, we ain't do nothing. So we just started running. Then all of a sudden, the owner of the vehicle came outside, and he saw us, and we just started running. We just took off running, and we ran into my cousin's house. So he knocked on the door, and he told my cousin grandma that one of us broke his windshield on his car, and we lied and said we didn't do it. And then my cousin's uncle, he was like, I told y'all need to stop throwing them rocks. No, I'm finna tell your mama. I said, no, please don't tell my mama. Please don't tell my mama. He said, no, I'm gonna tell her, because I told y'all stop throwing them rocks. So he told my mama, and I just knew I was finna get a whooping. I just knew. I said, yep, I'm finna get a whooping. So my mama, she had like this Cowboy Bill. I'm gonna send y'all a picture of it. It was like a Cowboy Bill. It was wrapped up with duct tape. I'm finna show y'all a picture right now. Take a look at this Cowboy Bill. Now y'all saw that picture, right? Yep, that was my mama's infamous Cowboy belt. And I used to be so scared of that belt. So she had the belt, and she said, you know what? I'm not gonna whoop you. I'm gonna save this whooping, because you gonna do something else. So whenever you do something else, whenever you mess up again, I'm gonna whoop you. I'm gonna save this whooping for whenever you mess up again. So I said to myself, I'm not gonna mess up again. I ain't gonna mess up again. So I ain't gonna get no whoopings. So I'm thinking to myself, yes, I got away with breaking that man's car window. Yes. So my mama, I don't even know if she had to pay for the window. But anyway, let's move on. So a few weeks passed by. Oh, I don't even know if it was a week later or a few weeks. I don't know when it was. I was little. But anyway, some time passed by, and we was having a get together at my cousin's grandma's house, because everybody used to go over to her house. Like, that's where the whole family used to meet up at. So we live like literally right across the street. And we also live like right across the street from these railroad tracks. Well, it wasn't really right across the street. We actually lived right next to the railroad tracks. Take a look at this clip. I actually made a visit over to my old house where I grew up in, and we live like right next to the railroad tracks. So take a look at this clip real quick. See right there, where all those trees at, used to be a big white house right there. Yeah, we stayed right around the corner from the train tracks. Yeah, see right here, it used to be a big old house. It was a big old white house right there. We grew up in there.
But there's
That used to be the backyard, all right there. That was the backyard. But a long time ago, like back in the 60s, it used to be number houses right here. It wasn't trees in there. It used to be like a whole neighborhood right here.
But what happened?
They got burned down. And this is the only house that was still standing.
Well, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
They don't want to.
Yeah, they tore down the house years later. We ended up moving out of that house in like 2005, I think, or 2006. So yeah, that was my childhood house. But anyway, we lived like right next to the railroad tracks, and the train used to always block our house, and it used to get on our nerves because we couldn't get across the tracks. So we was having a family get together at my cousin's grandma's house one day, and my cousin, he was riding his bike, and I wanted to ride my bike too. And so I asked my mama, I said, Mama, since we live right across the street, can I walk over to the house and go get my bike so I can ride my bike? And she say, well, that train blocking, so you got to wait for that train to clear up. And I said, okay, I'll wait for the train to clear up. So I'm just sitting down watching my cousin ride his bike, and I'm getting impatient. I'm like, I want to ride my bike. I want to go get the bike. But this train is taking forever to clear up. It's just sitting there like a sitting duck. I'm like, when is the damn train going to move? So I'm just sitting there waiting patiently. And my cousin say, the train ain't moving. Just crawl underneath the train, or just, climb across the train, climb on top of the train and jump off and go get your bike. And then I'll meet you on the other side of the train with your bike, and, I'll help you get the bike, and I'll help you get across the train. Your mama ain't gonna know. She ain't gonna pay attention. I said, you know what? That's a good idea. That's a great idea. Let me do that. So we went over to the house, and the train was right there blocking. So we jumped across the train and we went to the house and got the bike. And I met my cousin on the other side of the tracks with my bike, and he helped me get the bike across the train. He helped me get across the train too. So I'm just riding the bike around the neighborhood. And I see my mama flag me down and I'm like, oh, maybe she want to tell me that I'm doing a good job riding my bike. I don't know. So I stopped riding the bike and I went over to see what she wanted. I said, yeah, mama, what's up? She say, how did you get across those tracks? And I'm like, the train had cleared up. She say, that train just is still sitting there. I said, no, mama, that's another train. That train had cleared up, and I went up. As soon as the train cleared up, I walked across and went to go get the bike, and I came back from the house with my bike, and we just all riding around the neighborhood. Then another train came. That's not the same train. My mama said, She said, you gonna keep lying to me? I said, no, mama, I'm not lying. I was lying, though. But I didn't want her to know that I was lying. So my mama's friend snitched on me and said he told her that I jumped across the tracks. I'm like, you snitch. You are such a snitch. Why are you snitching on me? Why? So my mama said, so did you or did you not jump across that train and go get your bike? I said, no, mama. She said, I'm going to be right back. And I was thinking to myself, well, she ain't got the cowboy belt, so why am I tripping? I ain't scared. She ain't got the cowboy belt because that cowboy belt used to hurt like hell. I'm like, she ain't got the cowboy belt, so she not finna whoop me. How she gonna whoop me if she ain't got the belt? So I'm like, well, whatever. I ain't gonna get a whooping. I got away with another one. So my mama walked in the house, and I proceeded riding the bike with my cousin. So next thing I know, she said, bring your mother ass over here right mother now. And I saw her with the cowboy belt, and my heart just sank. I said, uh-oh. I said, now where did she go get that belt? I know she didn't drive across the tracks because the train was still blocking. So I know she didn't, drive across the tracks to go home and get the belt. And did she carry it with her? So she carried the belt with her in her purse, that cowboy belt. And she say, come in this house right now. I'm finna whoop you. And there was a lot of people in the house. I said, nah, I know she not about to whoop me in front of the whole entire family and in front of her friends. Like, I know she not about to embarrass me like this. So I walked in the house. You know, I'm still nervous, but I'm thinking to myself, she not about to whoop me. But she was like, come in this room. So I'm like, no, I'm not going in the room. I said, I'm going to just stay in here where all the other people at, you know, because they going to save me. My mama say, oh, you think you ain't come in the room? Okay, I'm finna whoop you in front of everybody. I said, no, mama, no, mama. I just started crying. I said, mama, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, mama. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This is my story for 2004, and I ain't gonna miss him no more.
I almost started singing Ruben Stutter. But I didn't even know who Ruben Stutter was back then, because Ruben Stutter came out in 2004 or 2003, and this was back in the 90s. So I was just scared. I'm like, mama, I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do it no more. So she got the belt, and she whooped me in front of the whole entire family. Oh, that was the most embarrassing moment of my life. I would never forget that. I would never forget that day. I could still feel the pain when she just hit me with the belt. And as she was whooping me, she was talking. You know how some black mamas whoop you while they talking? The next time you do that again, I'ma tear your ass up again. That's how she was doing it. Every word was a lick. I'ma whoop your ass next time you do that. You bet not do that no more. That's how she... That's what she was doing. She was like whooping me and taxing. She was just taxing my butt. I would never do that again. So from this day forward, I would not go underneath the train or cross a train, ever. But I work around trains now. Interesting, right? Isn't that ironic? Well, that was just a little story of what happened when I disobeyed my mama and snuck underneath the train with my bike to ride my bike with my cousin. I was bad back there. I just wanted to experiment. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. Oh, and before I go, I want you guys to subscribe to my homeboy Juan's YouTube channel. His name is Juan in a Million. I'm going to put the link down right here. Juan in a Million. So go check out his YouTube channel. He talks about his truck. He do like truck reviews, and he's like putting more things on his truck, and his truck look real good too. And then he does vlogs with his fiance. So check out his channel. It's a pretty interesting channel. But you guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. And I just had to make this story time video for you guys, because I love you guys. Y'all like my babies. I love you like Rice Krispie treats. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace out.